today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles versus Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division tells a wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a first down carry for Harris. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 24 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll get this down to the 10. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
On first down, it's Herbert. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild-card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched the playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But. You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here, because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harris. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Herbert. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The final shot before the break for Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. Wilson going to throw for it. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Right back to Toney. He's got another one. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. On the move to his left. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 6 yards left on second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Herbert. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They hand this off to Harris, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. More from L.A. in a moment. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
2nd and 2. To throw is Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Being chased out left. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Important extra point up and through. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Herbert and the Chargers down by 9. A minute 50 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Able to find Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Herbert to throw. He's got Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Now Herbert. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Herbert going to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they